Well, good morning, everybody. It's March 9th. It's a beautiful day. It's a little cloudy, but it's still really, really nice. And I'm getting ready I'm inspecting my bees. These are the splits that I made a few weeks ago. And this is actually the one that had the queen left to it. It's a really strong hive. There's been a lot of foraging going on. There's a pretty good flow, and we're just trying to see what these girls have been doing. This is the only one that had most of the brood box filled, so I added the super a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week or two too early, but I can see now that they're working pretty good on the Annie Super. They're starting to build it. They still had some frames of a brood down below to fill in the brood box to fill, but they're been working on these. You can tell they're starting to propolize everything. Let's see if they're building any comb or not. It doesn't look like, but there is some interest. They're there. They're up in the brood box, so it's good. I wanted to check and see if they started building any comb here. Unfortunately, this is my first year, and I don't have any comb already drawn. There's plenty of bees and plenty of food, so they should be starting soon. If they haven't done it yet. They had a couple of frames still to build downstairs, so I'm not worried about that. I know they're gonna get to it. I'd rather give them a little room, even if I don't see any mites or anything that maybe any beetles in here. All right, let's take this honey super off for a minute and see what we can do. Everything is stuck. They definitely propolized everything here. Jeez, please. There we go. Quite a bit of bees on the upstairs. Let me see if I can make them go down. Bee colony. See how, look at the amount of bees in here. Every frame is totally full of bees. I took some of the brood out of this and to boost the other hives that I have that were queenless. Since this one has such a big population, I wanted to make sure that everything was even. And I gave the other two, they're waiting for the queen. They were waiting for the queen to start laying. I gave them a couple of broods of a couple of frames of brood to boost them up, so I don't have to wait a whole month before they start having enough bees. Since the foraging is pretty good now. All right, let's see what they've done here. Some of these frames were empty, so I can see they've been building them up. Come on, you can do that. Tons of bees. This is full of pollen and nectar on the top, and they're building the bottom part of it. Good. This was an empty frame the other day with nothing on it. So I'm proud, I'm pleased with it. Really pleased. Come on, you can do that. Give me this. There we go. My handy dandy little thingy. All the bees are coming in, have plenty of pollen on them. This is a really strong colony. I gotta keep an eye on them because with one box, I don't want them to swarm on me. Beautiful pattern, beautiful brood. The queen has been busy, has been laying beautifully. Look how many bees. Just a little queen cup there, but nothing in it. Larvas. The queen is marked here, so I should be able to, I mean, I don't know, but I should be able maybe to see her. I saw her last week when I checked them, and I took some brood frames off to boost the other two hives. This is full of eggs and larvas, beautiful larvas, full of nectar on the top, pollen. This is pollen, 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 and eggs, beautiful little eggs, just laid. So the queen should be here somewhere, or close by, maybe. I don't need to see her. I know she's there. All right, this one is no beetles, which is great. With a hive strong like this, I don't think any beetles will dare get into it. A few drone cells. More pollen, more nectar, more eggs. And here's the queen. Here she is. If you can see her on the bottom of there with the red mark on her. She's a beauty. And she is a good queen. That's why I was really happy to use this hive to her eggs to create a new queen, because this one has been such a great layer that I want to try to keep the genetics intact. if I can, for as long as I can do it. Lots of beautiful brood, beautiful pattern. Nice here too. A few drone cells though. I guess there was some boys being born, but capped honey on the top. They're almost done building the bottom part of it, so pretty happy with it. Okay, so I see what this one is doing. I'm not worried. They should be. They're pretty much done building the downstairs, the brood box, all these frames here. So I'm assuming they're getting the queen some space to lay. This frame here should be mostly, in fact, I mean it's pretty heavy. Most of the resources, this is full of pollen on both sides and some honey on the top. This is just food. Oh, here's one beaver. Bastard. Come on. And I got you. All right, you guys are going back in there. Okay, let's put this back together. The colony looks fabulous. I'm really proud of them and what they've done. Queen excluder. And we're gonna put the cover back on and let them go. Oh, what? I keep forgetting this thing here. Come on, girls. Move out of there. Move, move, move. There we go. Thank you. Top. I mean, spacer. And number one is done. And as great as expected. Perfect. All right, let's move this and they go. Let's go to number two. Number two, same situation. The only difference is that was not quite as big as the other one, so I didn't put any supers on it yet because I was waiting for them to build all the brood box, finish building the brood box, and by that being extremely busy, the thing has been very, very active. So I'm expecting them to be, if not as big, almost as big as the first one. Oh yeah. Oh yes. No queen on the cap, on the top. We can put her there. Still a very busy hive with a lot of bees in it. They've definitely been busy purpleizing everything. Amazing. Alright, no signs of beetles so far. Let's see what happens when I pull the frame up. See if somebody shows up. Okay, smoke. Alright, this was the wacky comb one. It was a frame that was not waxed. I mean, the foundation wasn't waxed. And so they've been building the wacky comb that I normally don't like. So generally what I do, I remove it and I let them rebuild it. So but there's larvae in here. Ooh. Lots of nectar. So they're building because they need room, but they still have room to build here. What happened to this one? There's a big old piece of comb down at the bottom of the hive that I don't know why it's there, and I'm gonna figure it out. Looks like actually it's a piece of comb that was built on this whacker thing. I got a little bit of brood, some wacky comb, more wacky comb, which I'm going to take out since it's empty. This is brand new. It's just been built. Okay, here we go into the brood box, into the brood part of the hive. All right, you guys go down. It's a pretty warm day. Beautiful brood. Look how pretty this pattern is. All capped. And so is on the other side. Almost 100%. With larvae even on the edges. Look at this. They definitely have. Same thing here. These look like they just hatched. And there are already eggs on the bottom. Yep. Ooh, green cup. And we're going to take that out. Lots of larvae. Says here, they still have some room for building. I hate the fact that I didn't put any wax on this frame when I first started. And they built all the wacky comb, wonky, whatever it's called. Few drone cells, but no queen cells, so which is good. We're going toward the outside. Lots of brood and food. This is totally filled up. Good. Pollen everywhere. Oh my God, they got food. This is a brand new frame, just built, larvae and eggs. Same on this side, beautiful. Beautiful new comb, look at this. Beautiful new comb with little larvae, little eggs. This is another good queen. I hate to work with gloves, but I hate to get started too. I guess I'm becoming a little bit of a chicken when it comes to beekeeping. I'm not as brave as I was when I was 20. This is full of honey, full of nectar and pollen. Good. And full of bees. So I'm really pleased with the progress here too, even though I wish I had wax my frame at the beginning, so I had a little bit more uniform cone built. But it is what it is. I can't fix it now. Too late. Alright, no beetles, which is a good thing. I just saw one in the other hive. Okay, now put these guys back in there. And I'm gonna wait another week before I put a super on this one. I brought one with me just in case, but I don't think I'm gonna need it right now. They still have plenty of room to build, and they wouldn't touch it anyway, so I'm just gonna let it go. Let it be for now, for the time being, and put my cover back on. Alright girls, get out of the way so I don't smush anybody. Okay. That's it. Top. Spacer. And roof. And number 2 is done.